Moving your e-commerce business to a 3PL is like getting a heart transplant. It's big, expensive, and it might get rejected. But there are real steps to choose the perfect 3PL for your business. So in this video, I'll walk through the 5 steps to get your perfect 3PL. Hey, Jake from EcoShip, a Reading, Pennsylvania 3PL here. Being a 3PL, we pick up the horror stories of brands choosing the wrong partner. And I've noticed it typically comes down to poor fit, not necessarily poor execution on the 3PL's part. So here are the 5 steps I see e-commerce brands using to nail their 3PL selection. When picking a 3PL, brands need options. So in step 1, they're going to build their candidate list. And the most successful brands don't just look at one 3PL because comparing is the key. So 3PLs can come from a couple of sources like referrals, Google Maps, Reddit, or LinkedIn. Brands also go to lead gen sites like fulfill.com or fulfillment.com, but be aware that going through those sites can inflate the pricing because the lead gen site charges a 3PL and they may bake that pricing into their pricing for the brand. So your goal at this step is to get 4 to 7 great options for you to evaluate in your process. Now, brands choosing the right 3PL will interview the candidates to see if there is an operational fit. Essentially, they're asking, can the 3PL do what I need them to? So they make a list of all their needs, things like, do they need refrigeration, lot tracking, subscription boxes, what integrations does the brand need, and anything else that could be special or unique about their brand. Then they ask the 3PL during their interview if they're able to handle these things, and to give examples of the brands that they're currently doing it for. Your goal at this stage is to determine, can this 3PL nail my operations? Once they know which 3PLs will work for their business, brands will compare pricing between the providers. To do this, they're going to build a comparison sheet looking at all the numbers. Now, comparing 3PL pricing is incredibly complex. It seems simple at first. What's the per order and what's the per item between providers? But it gets extremely confusing once you get to shipping rates. There's a different rate and weight for every package. So getting shipping rate matrix is essential to compare pricing. So the elements of pricing you want to care most about are per order, per item, storage, and shipping rates. Those prices will make up like 80% of your bill from a 3PL. And remember, the postage cost will be 50 to 60% of your bill from the 3PL, so don't skip it. It's incredibly important to have an idea on what you'll be paying overall. That's where you want to get the shipping rate matrix from the 3PL and compare it to the other 3PL or your current rate matrix. To do this, I've linked a pricing calculator to this video you can use to calculate your cost for each provider. You can check that out in the description below. It simplifies the process of comparison down to a few key elements. Your goal here is to compare prices and get no surprises when signing up with the 3PL. Okay, the first 3 steps are the most common for brands to follow through on, but the last 2 are the most powerful and the easiest to skip because moving 3PLs is extremely expensive. So picking the right partner always needs to be the priority over getting the lowest price. You need a 3PL that will grow with your business and work hard to maintain the partnership. So these last 2 steps help you evaluate if a 3PL is the right long-term partner for you. The 4th step is determining if a 3PL is great at what they do. The best way to determine this is an in-person visit. I can't stress that enough. Visiting in person is always the best. Observe their flow, their staff. Is their building clean and organized, running smoothly with happy people? And don't underestimate the importance of happy people and hardworking staff, because these are the people who will be shipping your orders. Miserable people pack miserable boxes, and there are a lot of miserable people in warehouses. You could also interview current and past customers. What does the 3PL do well? Where can they be better? And ask for SLAs or metrics on performance. You want to know, what do they say that they're going to do? This step is all about getting proof to back up their claims of excellence. Are they actually great at what they do? Not just do they say, are they great at what they do? The final step is determining if they'll be a great long-term partner. Asking the simple question, do I like working with them, is crucial. Don't underestimate the value of liking your 3PL. You'll be in constant communication with these people at least once a day. And if they drive you a little nuts during the sales process where everything is polished and it's at its best, that is not a good sign for where this partnership is going. Because you're always going to get the best version of a 3PL during the sales process. So how they perform while selling you is a great metric for how working with them will be. You're looking for flexibility and problem solving. Problems are normal in fulfillment. It's how they get solved that determines success. And here's a hint, all right? Brands know that the best partner will probably not be the cheapest one because there's a reason other options are cheaper. They prioritize price over partnership, which results in the most expensive thing for an e-commerce brand, 3PL churn. Partnership is what will enable you to weather the inevitable storms in a 3PL partnership. Problems always happen. I've seen it. It always happens. Partnership is what stops an issue from destroying the relationship. So picking the right 3PL takes time. Give it 2 to 4 months to pick the right one for you. Because successful brands, they don't just rush into the process because this is the most expensive mistake you can make as a brand. So to win here, get the list of candidates, assess their operational fit, compare their pricing, determine if the 3PL executes with excellence, and ultimately pick who you believe to be the best long-term partner. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you're looking for more to check out the guide and the pricing calculator, look in the description below. If you have any questions on 3PL selection, you can reach out to me directly at jake@ecoship.com. Thanks for watching.